If you're looking for happiness, you will never find it. It took me a long time to realize that the fact that I am looking for happiness is what is causing me to not have or experience happiness. For most of my life, I thought that happiness, well, I suppose let's say like in my 20s, I thought that happiness was attained. Something, someone, some state, money, relationship, friends, events, activities caused happiness. Then in my 30s, depression hit, really bad depression. And then I thought that something caused unhappiness. And when I removed all of the causes of unhappiness, I would be able to sort of get back at the zero, start back at zero and start looking for happiness again. So I thought that I was in the negative. Before I was like, oh, I barely have happiness and maybe I'll find happiness. Something will cause happiness. And then when depression hits, I was like, oh no, I'm so far. I have to do all this recovery and all this healing and all this removing of the causes of unhappiness. And then I'll be back at zero where I'll be able to start looking for happiness. So I thought I was even further away from happiness. It took me a while to realize this universal truth. It's a profound truth that changed my life, and I hope it changes yours. I know it will change yours. The fact that you are looking for happiness is the reason that you cannot find it. If you look in the whole world for your eyes, you will never see them. If you look in the world for your face, obviously excluding mirrors and selfies, right? Just as a general metaphorical concept here. If you look in the world for your face, you won't find it. If you look outside of you, for you, you will be guaranteed not to find it. And in the same way, if you're looking outside of happiness for happiness, if you are looking for happiness as a discrete, separate, distinct object, experience, place, event, or moment, it's not going to be found. Because happiness is none of those things. Happiness is a state. It is an experience. Happiness is an experience. This, we can all agree on this. Happiness is not something you hold in your hand and say, there it is, there's my happiness. No. Happiness is the experience. And just take that further, happiness is an experience within your consciousness. It is something that you're aware of. I am aware of this happiness. Consciousness is where the happiness is experienced. And where you're looking for it is in the world. It won't be found as a physical object because it exists in consciousness, in a conscious experience. And it won't be caused by anything in the physical world because the physical world doesn't cause your baseline state. The physical world causes reactions, emotional reactions, but it doesn't change your nature. It doesn't create your nature. The wind and the sun create waves in the ocean. Yes, they influence the ocean and make waves. But the fact that the ocean is made of water and that its nature is water and that its properties are the properties of water are not affected by the world. And in the same way, your nature is not affected by the world. The world creates responses and reactions. It creates distractions. It creates things that you have to deal with. But it does not give you what you are. So in order to really get this more, I'm just going to switch away from the word happiness because happiness is actually a temporary experience that begins and ends. And what I'm talking about is your nature, how you are, what you are. And what you really are is, it's an eternal, unchanging thing. And I prefer to use the word joy. It's just a question of vocabulary, but I prefer to use the word joy. Joyful is your nature. Joyous. Now, does that mean that your base nature is you walk around going, oh my God, I'm so happy, so joyous, life is so good? No. What it means is the joy that you are is not a peak in the graph that is caused by something. Woohoo, money, won the lottery, joy. No, because what goes up comes down, right? Some sort of physical chemical thing, adrenaline or whatever, dopamine goes up, wears out, comes back down. Favorite food, eat it, finish, come back down. That is not the persistent state of fulfillment, of contentment, of wellness, of the lack of suffering. You are what you are is not in need of anything. I'm not talking about your physical world because people say, yeah, I need $1 million, I need a car. Sure. Okay. What you are, when you experience the truth of your inner being, when you feel your nature, when you remember the full scope of your consciousness, you realize that you are perfectly well and perfectly content. And you also realize that there's nothing that could happen in this moment that will spike you in your joy. It will not create more happiness in you. It will not make you go, oh, wow, I was sitting in this moment of stillness and I felt great. And then this thing happened and I felt greater. When you experience yourself, you experience the fullness of yourself. So this is all theoretically fine, but what does it mean in day-to-day life? It means that you are looking for something that you already are. You are, the act of looking is the state of having forgotten how you are. And you are looking for this happiness, and the fact that you're not finding it or not able to hold on to it for any particular length of time is frustrating you. And then you're getting angry at the stuff that's preventing you, quote unquote, this is stopping me from being happy. That person, this event, this lack of money is stopping me from being happy. And then you start to have problems that are preventing you from being well. And again, I'm not saying that life is perfect and we should just walk around going la-di-da, everything's fine. Your physical world, the physical conditions of your life, the details of your life, how much money you have, whether you're fulfilled at work, those kind of things. Those details, while you will continuously be improving them and changing them and striving for better in those details, they are not your state of being. They are not how you are. They are neither your happiness experience, nor are they the cause of your happiness. You have to go back and remember, who am I? I am not the body. I'm not some physical being seeking greater physical pleasures. I'm not my bank account. I'm not my material expression of abundance. I am the thing that is deeper than the body. I am the one who dwells in the body. And my state is not influenced by the things that touch the body. My state is what I experience when I turn my awareness, when I turn my eyes inward, when I just feel. That is who I am. And that process that I'm describing is what I call being. Some people call it meditation, presence, stillness, whatever. I call it being. When you allow yourself to be without any additional effort or changes in the world, you experience the truth of your nature. And the truth of your nature is contentment, peace, wellness, satisfaction, happiness, joy, and bliss. It is a simple concept that is often summarized in the yogic culture, in the Eastern cultures, in one sentence, Satchit Ananda, which basically means the awareness of being is bliss. It is incredibly simple, eternally true, and always available to you, but it is easier said than done. How? How is it easier said than done? Why can't I experience a truth that is eternal, unchanging, and immediately available to me? Because this is experience when your awareness allows it. And the reason your awareness is not allowing it is because your awareness is on something else. That's the problem. So it can be trauma, pain, fear, scarcity, individuality, vigilance, whatever. But those things occupy, or the search for happiness, those things occupy awareness. And because your awareness is occupied, you're not able to experience the actual thing that you're looking for in the first place. So it is a paradox. And it takes forever to figure it out. But the minute you're willing to, the minute the mind and the brain goes, yeah, okay, I think this might be true. And then you say, you know what, I'm actually willing to experience this. The minute you're willing to experience it, the experience is immediately available. So I would recommend, if you want to experience it, on this YouTube channel, there is a playlist called Guided Meditations. There's like 2 or 3 of those guided meditations that have the word being in it. Those will help you to experience this right now. If you want to understand being and what I'm talking about more, there's another playlist called Being, or something with the word being in it. If you want a deeper understanding of it, I recommend my book, which is The Art of Being. The link is in the description. And if you want more personalized guidance on this, where we can really sort of explore this, learn how do you do this, how do you hold this, and what's stopping you from holding it, then I recommend you join me in my school community. I'm doing a course taking you through this, and there's a wonderful supportive community of people who are learning to dwell in this truth more and more. So I hope this was helpful to you, and thank you for joining me today. Have a great day, everyone.